All right. Hello, my friends. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing good. And this is Meg Singla. I'm here for a demo session where I'll be teaching you a topic of maths. And yeah, I hope you were booking a demo with me. And I hope you had a very good day. So let me quickly begin to the topic which I'm going to teach you. Let me share the screen. I hope you can see that. Just a second. Okay. I hope you can see the screen. Okay, that's great. Lovely. All right. So, as you can see, the topic, what is it about? What is the topic about? Solving linear equations and inequalities in one variable. Okay, that's great. I hope you know what equation means. What is equation? What is linear equation? Okay, so let me jump to this first of all. Let me explain you briefly about this. Okay, for example, you have this thing 3x plus 2 equivalent to 6. So this is one of the equation where we are using this sign called is equal to, right? So in equation, we have left side, right side, and an is equal to in between, where we are dealing with this variable. As you could see, the variable is x. It's called one variable. Why is it one variable? Because in this equation, I've introduced only one variable, which is x, correct? I hope you understand that. Okay, great. Okay, if I ask you how to solve this, equation, because this is what the topic is about, right? Okay, let me quickly jump to the solving part. So we are here to subtract. See, this is a constant too. Okay, whenever we take a constant to the other side, its sign changes. From plus, it will turn to negative, right? 3x is equivalent to 6 minus 2, correct? Which is actually equivalent to 4. Okay. And now you see, we are supposed to find the value of x, but here we have the value 3x, right? So what would be the value of x here? 4 divided by 3. Why we have divided 3 on the other side? Basically, if I require x from there, I have to divide both sides with 3. Then only I'll get x as an individual, right? That's it. All right. I hope you've understood that. Any questions? Okay. And in this topic, we are in particularly dealing with inequalities because equations you have already done before. So I am taking you to the next level where we are dealing with this thing, inequalities. Let me take you to the first question. Here it is. Yeah. So as you could see on screen, you have to solve for x. So you have this 8x less than 5, 2x plus 4. Okay. So we are supposed to find the value of x. Yes, the question is complex because on the both sides we have x. It's not just the one side we have x, right? So let me open the bracket on the right hand side quickly. One second. All right. Yeah. Okay. So here I'm going to use distributive law to solve the right hand side. I'm going to multiply 5 with 2x first, which is actually 10x. And then once I'll open the bracket, this 5 will get multiplied with this 4, which will give me 20. Amazing. Great. All right. So I'm going to take this 10 on the other side. What it'll become? I'm going to subtract, you could say I'm going to subtract 10x on both sides. So 10x minus 10x will give you 0. You're left with 20. Amazing. 8 minus 10x. Use the concept of integers here. 8 minus 10. Since the bigger number is 10, so it'll give us a negative number. Great. It is going to give us minus 2x less than 20. What would be the value of x here? 20 divided by 2. But then I'm dividing 2 on both sides, but a negative is already here, right? I'm not gonna choose that right now. Okay, one step at one time. What equation we are getting? Inequality equation, minus x less than 10. Correct. Now we have a negative sign on left hand side, right? I'm going to explain you one of the concept here, which I'm going to use. Whenever we multiply negative on both sides, the inequality sign changes. I'll give you a basic reason. There's no need to cram this. For example, you have this thing, 1 is lesser than 2. Agree? If I multiply negative on both sides, what will be the situation? Minus 1, minus 2. Now I cannot use this sign because it's not 2. So this would be cross. I have to change the side of the inequality. So what I'll get? Minus 1 greater than minus 2. Right? So what is happening? Whenever I'm multiplying a negative on both sides, my sign is changing. Right? So from less than, it is going to turn to, yes, greater than. So I'm going to do the same thing here. When I'm going to multiplying this negative on both sides, what I'm going to get? I'm going to get x greater than minus 10, right? Isn't it? So here is the answer. The correct answer is this A part. I hope it is clear. Amazing. That's great. I'm going to clear the screen now. And let's jump to the next one where it is solved properly and I can show you that. Okay. I hope it is clear. As you can see on the screen, the solution, right? Let's move to the next slide. Here is the question. Now it's minus 0.4x less than 4. Now, how are you going to solve this? To reduce the time, I'm going to explain you from the solution part so that you can quickly cover a few questions. So now this is the question. Minus 0.4x less than 4, right? What you're going to do, first of all, the decimal is the problem, right? Let's remove the decimal part. Let me multiply 10x, let me multiply 10 on both sides. What I'm going to get then? Minus 4x less than 40, correct? And this way you can find the value of x by taking 4 on the other side first. Now let me explain you the step. Since you had minus 4x less than 40, you're going to get minus x less than 10, isn't it? Right? So now negative, of course, you know how to solve this time. X should be greater than minus 10. That's it. Easy. And again, A part is the answer and you've got the correct answer, correct option actually. Okay, let me jump to the next slide for you. I hope you're enjoying the lecture and I hope you're understanding each and everything here, right? All right, so, okay, now we have a square portion, isn't it? X square is less than 4. Now you learn how will you be solving a square portion, okay? All right, so here is the case. You have x square, 1 second, just a second. Okay, now since you have the square portion with you, so whenever a square gets on the other side, what happens? Okay, when a square goes the other side, what will happen? It would be plus minus, okay? Because, you know, in equations, what happens? For example, I just forget about inequalities and let me discuss this thing with you. Suppose it is x square is equivalent to 4. So x would be equivalent to plus minus 2. Okay. And here, since it is an equation, so it's the negative and positive sign is not affecting it, right? But here it's going to affect. So x square will turn to, this square will turn to plus and minus. Now the problem is these two things, how we have to represent it. We cannot simply write it like this. The reason is we are dealing with inequalities. So this equation would be -2 less than x less than 2. X would be lying between -2 and 2, right? This is what it is. So what you can do, for a simpler reason, you can actually solve the equation first. You can solve this question in the form of equation, and then you can adjust your symbols with the general common sense portion also, and with the basic sense. See, this is going to give you this solution. I hope you've understood each and everything. And yeah, let me see you in our next class, where you'll be taking my regular sessions. Okay, bye. All right, so that's it for today. And in my next class, I'll be teaching you a lot more about the, coming topics in inequalities, because it was just a bit, just a few questions which we have solved from inequations, but it's a huge topic, and here we had a lot of things to do, and a lot of concepts which we cover, and a lot of applications we have in inequalities, which we can discuss in our next classes. All right, I had a very good time with you all. I hope you had that too. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.